Good morning. We start our ninth lecture on quantum mechanics. Ninth lecture. And this mainly consists of one important principle known as Bohr's correspondence principle. Bohr's correspondence principle. And it is a very important topic. And at first we can see what is this principle. Bohr's correspondence principle. You note the spelling. The principle states that greater the quantum number, the closer quantum physics approaches classical physics. The meaning is clear. The principle states that greater the quantum number, the closer the quantum physics approaches classical physics. നമുക്കറിയാം ക്ലാസിക്കൽ ഫിസിക്സ് ന്യൂട്ടോണിയൻ ഫിസിക്സ് ആണ്, ന്യൂട്ടോണിയൻ മെക്കാനിക്സ്. ക്വാണ്ടം തിയറി ഇസ് ദ ന്യൂ മെക്കാനിക്സ്, ന്യൂ ഫിസിക്സ്. ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ ലാർജ് ആണെങ്കിൽ, ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ എൻ എന്ന് പറയും, പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ 1, 2, 3 പോലെയുള്ള നമ്പേഴ്സാണ്. ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ ലാർജ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഈ ക്ലാസിക്കൽ ഫിസിക്സും അതുപോലെ ക്വാണ്ടം ഫിസിക്സും തമ്മിൽ വ്യത്യാസമില്ല. ക്വാണ്ടം മെക്കാനിക്സും ക്ലാസിക്കൽ മെക്കാനിക്സും സെയിം ആണ്. ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ ലാർജ് ആണെങ്കിൽ, larger the quantum number, greater the quantum number, both classical physics and quantum physics give the same result. That is the Bohr's correspondence principle. I shall read it again. The principle states that greater the quantum number, the closer the quantum physics approaches classical physics. And it has a proof. We are going to prove when quantum number is large, these two are saying we are going to prove. And for that, we consider the energy of electron in a atom, or the orbital energy of a atom that we have studied is equal to minus m e raised to 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square n square h square. Now we define a new term, that is E1, which is the ground state energy. N is equal to 1 state energy. For that, we put N is equal to 1 in the above equation. Then we get E1, which is the first orbital energy, is equal to minus m e raised to 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square, since it is equal to 1. This is the ground state energy. You know, the orbital energy is a negative quantity. That is why a negative sign is coming in the equation. The principle continues. The proof starts. Using classical physics, it can be shown that the frequency of electron in a atom is given by F is equal to minus E1 by H into 2 by n cubed. This is a classical expression, and E1 is the energy that we have just seen above. So classical frequency of electron in a atom is F equal to minus E1 by H into 2 by n cubed. Equation number 1. You remember, E1 is a negative quantity. So minus E1, which is a positive quantity. So frequency is positive. Frequency is always positive. Now, this result we obtain using quantum theory. According to quantum theory, the Bohr's frequency condition is nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to r into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, where r is the Rydberg constant, n1 and n2 are integers which are quantum numbers of the orbits. That is nu bar is equal to, we write the value of r, that is m e raised to 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cubed c, that is r, into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. And you know, nu is c nu bar. Frequency nu is equal to c into nu bar. Nu bar is equal to wave number. So in the equation we put nu bar. Therefore nu is equal to m e raised to 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square, c cancels, into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. That we modify in a new form. That is nu is equal to minus 1 by h into minus m e raised to 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. The term in the middle bracket is E1 as per equation number 1. Therefore, nu is equal to minus 1 by h E1 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, equation number 2. And we again rearrange this expression. Let us choose two quadrant numbers such that n1 is n minus p and n2 is n, where p is a small number. Equation 1 becomes nu is equal to minus 1 by h E1 into 1 by n minus p square minus 1 by n square. They are inside the bracket. That is equal to minus E1 by h into n square minus n minus p the whole square all by n minus p whole square into n square. That is equal to nu. That is nu is equal to minus u1 by h. We expand the bracket a minus b the whole square. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Therefore, n square minus inside the bracket, small bracket, n square minus 2np plus p square, bracket closed by n minus p square into n square. Principal proof continues. That is nu is equal to minus u1 by h. We remove the bracket. N square minus n square plus 2nb minus p square by n minus p square to n square. This n square and minus n square cancels. That is nu is minus u1 by h into 2np minus p square by n square into n minus p the whole square. The same step is again repeated without any change. Nu is minus u1 by h into 2np minus p square by n square into n minus p the whole square. We continue. If we choose n as large, that is greater quadrant number, n as large and p is equal to 1 or 2, then p is negligible. And n minus p tends to n. When p is a very small quantity and n is large, we can write n minus p as n. We can approximate it like this. So p square is p square in the denominator is neglected. Nu is equal to minus u1 by h into 2nb by n square into n square. N will cancel. We get nu is equal to minus u1 by h into 2p by n cubed. Put n, put p a small value. For example, put p is equal to 1. That is nu is equal to minus u1 by h into 2 by n cubed, equation number 3. And you compare 1 and 3. 1 is f, the classical frequency, and nu is the quantum frequency. This frequency is same as the classical frequency given by equation number 1. Hence, both quantum picture and classical picture make same result in the limit of larger quantum number. Both the quantum picture and classical picture make the same result in the limit of larger quantum number. Quantum number വലുതാണെങ്കിൽ classical picture quantum picture same result ആണ് തരുന്നത്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ classical frequency quantum frequency തുല്യം. ഇതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ബോർസ് കറസ്പോണ്ടൻസ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ആൻഡ് പ്രൂവ് ബോർസ് കറസ്പോണ്ടൻസ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ. State and prove Bohr's correspondence principle. You study well. And there is one or two problem based on Bohr's correspondence principle. Problem number 1. Find the frequency of revolution of electron in n is equal to 1 and n is equal to Bohr orbits. Two problem. One is for n is equal to 1 orbit and other is for n is equal to 2 orbit. And we use the equation obtained either classical or quantum frequency. Nu is equal to minus E1 by h into 2 by n cubed. E1 first we evaluate that we know it is minus 13.6 eV, and if we convert it into joule by multiplying it by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, we get E1 is minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule. Instead of doing like that, we have put all the values in the expression m, e, epsilon 0, h. Then we get the result E1 equal to minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule. That is in the absolute unit. Otherwise, we take minus 13.6 and multiply it by the EV joule conversion factor. So remember, E1 is minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule. And this we put in the above equation. That is nu is equal to minus E1 by h 2 by 1 cubed minus E1 by h into 2, that is minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 into 2 by 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 31, which works out to be 6.58 into 10 raised to 15 hertz. And this is the frequency of electron in the first Bohr orbit. Frequency in the second Bohr orbit, that is n is equal to 2. So nu 2 is minus E1 by h 2 by 2 cubed. The above expression can be used and we can divide it by 8, that is 2 cubed is 8. So on division we get the answer nu 2. Is 8.23 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. Remember, nu 1 is 6.58 into 10 raised to 15. Nu 2 here, the answer is 8.23 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. The next problem. What is the frequency of a photon when an electron in n is equal to 3 orbit drops to n is equal to 1 orbit of each atom? You note the difference between the two problems. In the previous problem, we have to find two separate frequencies. In this problem, we have to find the frequency of electron when it drops from n is equal to 2 to n is equal to 1 state. That is a single answer. Nu is minus E1 by h into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. We apply the Bohr's frequency formula. Here n1 is 1 and n2 is 2. If n is 1, we know E1. We have calculated minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule. That problem is rewritten, not a new problem. It is problem 2 itself. The wording is repeated, so don't confuse. It is the same problem. The solution continues. Therefore, nu is equal to minus E1 by h into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. That is nu is equal to minus of minus 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 by 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 2 square. That is nu is equal to 2.46 into 10 raised to 15 hertz. So this is the frequency of electron when the electron jumps from n is equal to 2 n is equal to 1, or this is the frequency of a photon emitted. Nu is equal to 2.46 into 10 raised to 15 hertz. That is all with your quantum mechanics 9th lecture. In the 10th lecture, we discuss another topic. Thank you very much.